Heritage and New Hope family, we are all navigating through some very, very difficult times right now. We know that COVID is nothing that any of us signed up for. Matter of fact, we are in uncharted COVID waters right now. But I also want you to know that your leadership teams of both New Hope and Heritage have been working hard and diligently processing, thinking through things, trying to make both environments a very, very safe environment on the school side and the church side. Let me give you some facts though. The facts are this. Number one, Pickaway County is still in a red level. Fact number two, the cases in Ohio of COVID are at an all-time high. And maybe more alarming is the hospitals are being filled up and our hospitalizations are at an all-time high. Fact number three, Thanksgiving is still going to happen. Black Friday is still going to happen. Christmas parties are still going to happen. Christmas is still going to happen. And fact number four, we believe that Heritage and New Hope are one. We exist as one, we work as one, and when one hurts, it affects the other. And because of COVID cases, if the school's infected, believe me, it's going to affect the church side. If there's infections in the church side, it's going to affect the school side. So let me just talk to you from the perspective of the church side, and Jamie King in just a moment, our head of school, is going to come and talk to you from the school side of things. But from the church side of the thing, I have met with our executive team, I have met with our church board, and we are unanimous in what I'm about to share with you. We believe because there's such a great interaction between Heritage and New Hope and Heritage, that we need to do our best to protect all people during this time. So here's our plan. November 29th, which is the Sunday after Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and then again on December 27th, which is the Sunday after Christmas and all the parties that'll be going on. We believe strategically that we need to go to online services for those 2 Sundays only. The rest of December, we will have the in-house opportunity for you. But because of the spread of COVID during the holidays, we believe strategically to keep our school healthy, to keep our church healthy, that we need to go online, 100% online for those 2 Sundays only. Now, the week of Christmas, Christmas Eve, we're all used to traditional Christmas Eve candlelight communion services. It may not be so traditional this year, as we are going to broadcast that service into your home and give you an opportunity on Christmas Eve to do a family interactive Christmas Eve candlelight communion in your own home. So we're going to do our best through the holiday seasons to assure that New Hope and Heritage stay healthy in this time of COVID. We do not want to be labeled as the school that is a super spreader, nor do we want to be labeled as a church as a super spreader church. So I'm going to have Jamie King, our head of school, come now, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the school side of things.
You know, from the beginning of the onset of this current condition in our community with COVID, our goal from day one has been to have students on campus as much as physically possible and as much as safely possible. But considering our current conditions in not only our county but across the state, we have been in a lot of discussions recently with our school board, our admin team, and then also schools across the county as well as across the state of Ohio. And again, our goal has always been our kids need to be in school as much as possible. We think that is the best solution, but it's also one of those things you have to always keep in mind of that balance of what's best versus also what is best in keeping them safe. So considering those current conditions, we have really kind of 2 options to think about as a school. One is to take a more proactive approach versus a reactive approach. And so far, I think we've fared very well in being really reactive to positive cases, reactive to quarantine periods as well. But we're also in a little bit of a different time right now as we're coming up on Thanksgiving and Christmas breaks, which is typically those times when families do gather a lot. People are out in the community and just a lot of things are happening outside of the school, the typical school routine and school norm. So during this time, we're going to go ahead and switch gears though to a more proactive approach, which we also feel is going to allow our families to make plans as a family ahead of time and have a more predictable schedule. So because of that, our school board and leadership team has decided to make 2 changes to our calendar. So families following the week of Thanksgiving break, which would be November 30th through December 4th, all of our K-12 classrooms will switch to a virtual learning online. What we're trying to do during that extra time online is to allow for about 9 additional days for families to monitor for symptoms before returning back to large group gatherings here at the school. What we're going to do then again after Christmas break is the same concept. We'll be switching to an online virtual learning K through 12 from January 4th through January 8th. Again, allowing ourselves another 9 days for our families to monitor for symptoms after large group gatherings before returning to school and hopefully prevent unnecessary spread here at the school building. Again, even though our goal still remains have kids in school as much as possible, we really are confident that we're making the best decision for the safety of our staff and students to go virtual during those 2 additional weeks following each of our large breaks during the school year. So families, as we begin to prepare for this online virtual switch, again, the week after Thanksgiving and the week after Christmas break, you'll be getting more information from your child's teacher to help in that transition in terms of how to continue accessing Google Classroom that they've been using this year, as well as additional resources that'll look a tad bit different as, again, we go to a full online version for those 2 weeks. Again, families, we want to thank you so much for your continued support and partnership, and we look forward to that continued partnership as we move forward.